Have you guys ever just had a super shitty day? Talking wrong side of the bed, every red light on the way to the office, even the guy in the fucking Prius honked at you and gave you one of these? I have these days often, and sometimes I am guilty of letting this consume my entire day and affect my overall productivity and outcome for that day. Now in today's video, we're gonna talk about 3 things that you can do to turn a bad day around.
Yeah, I've been saying I was rich since I was broke. Yeah. It's a state of mind, you gotta know. That is going had to take my time, take it slow. Always felt myself.
Number 1, you guys have got to get out of self when you are having a bad day. If you're at the office, take a break, go find someone in the office and do something for them. Now maybe you get them coffee, maybe you just ask them how their day's going. You could, what I like to do is I like to call my wife or call my mom, call my dad, and just see how their day is going. And even if they ask me what is going on with me that day, and really when I just want to vent and get it all out, what's actually happening whenever you are having a bad day is you are being very, very negative and self-consumed. So it is very easy to instantly, when you call someone or try to go and get out of self, to just start talking about all the shit that's happened to you that day. But in order for this to be effective, you need to see what's going on with them. You need to throw the ego and self aside, and you need to focus on driving a little bit of value to that person that day and just doing anything that you can to make their day a little bit better. And in turn, like over this time, let's say it took 15 minutes, let's say it took 30 minutes, what you have done is you have purged all of the negativity, because the longer you sit and think about how bad your day is going, what happened, you know, saying poor me, shit like that is just not productive. But getting out of self for 15 to 30 minutes can completely turn your day around. So the second thing you can do when you're having a bad day is an exercise that works very, very well for me. And what I do is I think about how I would advise someone on the situation. So imagine that your best friend or an employee comes to you with the exact same situation that you are experiencing and explains it to you. I want you to think about how you would advise them. So if they came to you and they said, hey, I'm having a really bad day, this, and this happened, think about what you would tell that person in order to get them back on track quickly. And then apply this to yourself, because oftentimes whenever it is our own self that is being negative and having the negative day, it is very, very hard to turn it around without taking a different perspective. So this exercise really allows you to put the negativity onto someone else, and then allows you to go ahead and solve the problem without actually having to look at yourself. And it makes it very, very easy to just snap out of it quickly. The third thing that you guys can do to turn a bad day around instantly is raise your heart rate and then visualize. So I'm going to explain this a little bit. Raising your heart rate can be very, very effective for releasing endorphins and kind of getting you out of your current thought process, right? Activity causes you to be very present in what you're doing. So for example, you could do something like knock out some push-ups or jump up and down a bunch. I've actually been thinking about buying a mini trampoline for my office and for my house so that I can use this whenever I'm experiencing negativity or I get off a bad phone call and I really just need to reset. So what I like to do is, in a situation like this, I like to raise my heart rate, and it doesn't have to be for long, 30 to 60 seconds. And then at the end of this 30 to 60 seconds, what you do is you sit back down, you close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, and really start to visualize a period where you guys were happy, effective, feeling abundant, and take yourself to that place. I've talked about visualization before because it is so, so important. Picture the smells, what you were hearing, everything around you, how you felt. Do this after raising your heart rate, and you are going to be able to instantly take yourself back to a positive moment. And then what that does is it shifts your mindset in the way that you were feeling and allows you to get back on track with your day. The second that you guys let negative events ruin your day, you have lost. If you cannot get back on track, negative days turn into negative weeks, which turn into negative months. And then next thing you know, it's a year later, you haven't hit your goals, less happy than you were a year ago, and you're just totally confused about life and what direction you are heading. And it all starts with the little things. And it's tough to comprehend that maybe that red light or some dickhead yelling at you could really tank a whole month. But the way you react to certain situations determines how positive you can stay and how much you can accomplish. So thanks for watching, guys. I really hope that these tips can make an impact in your day, which will help you make an impact in your own life. I want you guys to subscribe to the channel, comment, and let me know what you think of the video. If there is something that I haven't posted about that you guys want to hear me talk about, please let me know. I am always looking for suggestions on videos. I want to know what my following wants to hear from me. So please be vocal, let me know what you want, and I will drop a video on it. Thank you.
I've been saying I was rich since I was broke. Yeah, yeah. It's a state of mind, you gotta know. Yeah, yeah. That it's gonna happen for sure. Had to take my time, take it slow. Yeah. Always felt myself, this isn't new.